How's it going, everybody? My bad here. Coming in today with another sharpening tutorial. I'm not exactly a expert at sharpening, but I do have a KME, and I spent a night at a Holiday Inn Express last night. I'm just joking. I stayed here. Anyways, here's what I've done with the KME, and I've placed certain things in it. I might be messing it up. I've never watched anybody do a tutorial on YouTube. This is just what I do. I'm just going by what I have done with trial and error, as my cousin Ryan would say. So this is a KME precision knife sharpening system. It is a diamond stone kit, and I got the 4 diamond stones. So it comes in with the handle, comes in with the cloth, comes in with the base, and in that base you'll throw this little thing in it that holds up the handle. So you just screw it in there like so, and you'll take this and put your handle right here. Before we get to this, I want to show you something in the jaws. You see the jaws right there? How it has that rubber piece right there and right there? I'll get back to that here pretty soon. This is something that I put in it. This is some 8,000 grit, 50% diamond powder, high concentration diamond paste. And this is a strop from a Lansky. Here's your guided rod. And this is your diamond stone holder. So this will screw into here. And I've already got this adjusted for over travel. And I don't run with the other over travel little grommet right there. I decided to get rid of that. It was more of a pain than what I wanted to go through. So you got that. And it comes with a Sharpie as well. And you got 4 diamond stones going from 300 grit, whoops, sorry, 140 grit, 300 grit, 600 grit, and 1,500 grit. And then of course I got the strop with some 8,000 grit paste. So this is the knife in question that we're going to be doing today. This is Civivi Odium. This a knife that I purchased. I can't remember who I purchased off of, but I liked it. But when my wife got to America, I decided to give it to her. I probably haven't touched this up in months. So let's see how sharp it is in this this month's issue of Arkansas Living. Wow. Surprisingly still sharp. So we might not have that much work cut in for us today. It's still pretty sharp. Wonder if it's hairwood sharp. Huh. Wonder why she said that this thing was dull. My wife told me it was dull, but it's obviously cutting hair. So let me pause. No, I won't pause. I'll keep going. This is Lansky oil, by the way, and some cotton buds that I use to clean. But anyways, I'm not going to go with the rougher grit, so I'm going to start with the 600 grit because that thing's still razor sharp, and I'll do a quick tutorial on this now. I thought this was going to be a lot more of a job than what it's going to be. So what we want to do is push this little button right here with this spring to release the tension and put this in the jaws. Once we got it in the jaws, we'll adjust it to about where I want it, where it's even at the tip and even at this back end on the stroke. And that looks about right. Then we'll start tightening this down, and we'll get it sort of tight before I put it in here. Let me get this knife over in this direction. You'll see why here in a second. So I'm going to hold on to this, the handle of the knife over here, and I'm going to torque this part down, because if I don't, I'll show you what happens. It'll pop out. I don't want to cut myself, but you see that I can make it pop out. I don't like that happening. So I'm going to put this thing over to the side and pull this over on my mat. Alright, I got this ready. Oh, and by the way, I also keep a small, I don't know where it went, but I do got it, a small Phillips screwdriver to adjust this part. That part is set on 20 degrees right now. It can go lower and it can go all the way up to 30. But I like my pocket knives to be set at 20-degree angles. Pop a little bit of this lube on here. A dash or two. Probably too much for this little bitty knife. Oh, almost forgot one other thing. Let's go ahead and use a Sharpie. Run the Sharpie on this edge. The reason for that is when you sharpen it off and you re-profile on a blade, you will be able to see how much you need to take off or how little you need to take off. You Sharpie the edge a little bit and you know where you have sharpened and what you are sharpening. Alright. Do a quick little pass, get the oil on there. Alright. Yeah. This is not going to take long at all. I'm already there. Alright. As you can see right there, the Sharpie line is already marked off. To show you the other side, you can see that Sharpie line on the edge on this side. Alright, let's get to it on this side. Yeah, this thing's already been sharpened by me with the Lansky. I will do another video after this video about what happened to the Lansky and why I bought the KME and my thoughts between the KME and the Lansky. But for right now, let's just focus on this burr, getting a burr, and making this thing the right profile. Of course, I already got a burr going back. Needs to be hit there on that edge a little bit more. And then we'll go to the 1500 grit, do 5 passes, and then we'll close out the video on the Lansky, and I'll go ahead and hit it with the strop off of the video. It's really easy to switch these out. It's already got oil on the knife blade, so I won't have to oil up the knife blade. Just press that button in to make it easier, and you can flip this thing around. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The burr's gone. Got a burr on the other side. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, this could be so much worse and so much harder. The reason why it's not is because this knife was already screaming sharp before I got it. And I was told that it wasn't going to be that way, but I don't think she uses it as often as she thinks she uses it. My knives that I use are all sharp because I keep them pretty well maintained when I'm able to. I'll tell you in another video when I wasn't able to keep them maintained, and I kind of felt like a butthole to one of my best friends on the knife, in the knife community, because I sent him his knife's back, and I couldn't even really strop the proper way. This strop is okay, and I guarantee I put too much diamond paste on there. This strop is okay, but it's not built for what I'm doing right now. What I really need is a strop about that big where I can just lay it out. All I'm doing is roughing that edge up. Once again, this thing was already screaming sharp. It had a little bit of rust on the edge, and the oxidation is probably the only thing that had it semi-dull. Besides that, she thinks she uses a knife, but she's cute. You gotta love her. Miss Bad is an awesome lady. I'm glad that she is taking up with my lifestyle. I spent 4.5, almost 5 years overseas in the big city with her, in one of the most populated islands that you can imagine. And it was fun and all, but I'm not built to sustain something like that. I'm a country boy through and through. Get that diamond paste off there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's even sharper than when I started. Pretty sharp. So, it's pretty much the end of this little knife tutorial. Please tell me in the comments section what you'd like to see me do. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment on my videos like I just asked you to. Tell my bad what you'd like for him to see. Hopefully next time I can find a knife that's in worse condition than this one. Right now I do not have a knife that's in bad condition, because as soon as I got this, last time I was home back in December, I just took out all my knives and I went to town. I took them all apart, I cleaned them, I sharpened them all up, I got them all ready, and even the ones I use, it doesn't take long to pull this thing out or pull this thing out and maintain them real fast. Get them back in good working order. Now there's a little bit of lint in this liner, but the knife action is still really smooth. There's no blade play in the Odium, so I'll let it go. This used to be one of my 5th pocket knives actually. I like this knife a lot. I can choke up. It's really, really comfortable. And I got a 3.5 finger grip on it. I don't have large hands. I got medium hands. But this is a wonderful knife. Y'all have a good one.